Book of Sirach, chapter 8, verse 4. Just not with a rude man, lest thy ancestors be disgraced. Okay, first and foremost, I like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Akim that's pushing the truth to sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect. Then those that be to the body. I won't get into the lesson today centered around the disgracing of our ancestors. Now, what I mean by this is, okay, our forefathers of old set a path of understanding, wisdom, and knowledge that we may please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right, according to the law, statutes, and commandments, and to the acts of old famous men. But oh boy, how have our nation became infamous? Because we fell out of favor, okay, to be disgraced. To be disgraced, right? Because this nation or generation have not looked back to our forefathers and see the ways that they should walk in, the path. Okay, so to be disgraced is to be the state of being out of favor of one in a powerful or exalted position. You see? So the fall from grace of our nation, our complete nation, okay, is unparalleled to what happened. You see, you look at our people now in this age, all right, or this eon, this world, all right, an Israelite person is totally bugged out, man, all right, according to their actions, their ways, and justing with rude men. You see, going that word just, a thing said or done for amusement, a joke. See, we have played around with our enemies, man. You see that? So what they've done, they have disgraced our ancestors, okay? Because what we have done, we have, by playing around with our enemies, you know, that's why you have a term, never play with your food, man, okay? Our enemies that took total control over us, mind, body, and spirit. You see the Israelite today doing things unseemly, uncommon, that our ancestors would think to see. You see? Even Edra spoke about this generation like that, like, Lord, like this is what's to come. Green hair, Sukiana. We read an article. Brothers bring it up every now and again. You had a Jake taken to jail for aggressively ass sniffing. All right, when people would get off the bus or the subway, all right, I believe it's the subway out in New York. You know, a lot of people take the subway. Jake is aggressively ass sniffing, man. You see? You got Sexy Red and, you know, the whole eat the anal thing, right? Our ancestors would completely disapprove of these things, man. Disapprove of our sins, all right? Our speech, this English, this broken Hebrew, you know, because everything comes off the branch of Hebrew, but it's just broken Hebrew. I don't even know what English is, all right? They made English up on the fly. But our ancestors are turning over in their sepulchres, man. You know, the old people like to use the cliche, turning over in your grave. Well, our ancestors are turning over in their sepulchres at this nation, but God, you know, God left a remnant, okay? Or that landmark of men, all right, that was going to be, that our ancestors were going to always, that was going to come from generation to generation and pretty much carry out the ways of our ancestors. Thank the Lord for that, all right? Because the rest of the nation have became a what? A degenerate plant. Let me get that. This is Jeremiah 2. I'm gonna work through it. Just sometimes you just see our people doing some outlandish things, man. All right. Jeremiah 2. Get that word. Apostasy. Before I get there, let me finish out this grace. Deprive of outward grace, a sense of obsolete, put out of favor. Let me get it. Dismiss with discredit, bring shame or reproach upon. Now, our people have been a shameful nation. All right, when you look at the demographic of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, we are bogged out as a whole. Now, when I say we, I'm talking about the whole nation. Obviously, the elect done figured it out, okay? The Lord done given them the spirit to repair, start the reparation process of our nation, you know? But the mass majority of our people, when you go outside, everywhere you look, it's our people, man. And the nations is using our people as puppets, man. Pulling the strings, okay? You can't tell an Israelite man from a damn Edomite man. Only way you would know is in spirit, all right? But on the outward appearance, man, we just as lower than these other nations, man. You would never tell we was the perfection of beauty, man. Not saying we, I'm talking about the Israelites. Now, obviously, a remnant or 1/3 of the Lord of the prophets, okay? This don't apply to because they start to want to reform themselves. You see? It says the state of being out of favor of one in a powerful or exalted position. Because how has the gold or the dim of the earth, matter of fact, let me get that, become shame and become a shame of a reproach, man. Okay? Let me get that. I'll come back to that Jeremiah, but these lamentations is necessary, all right? This is Lamentation 4:1. How has the gold become dim? How has the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street, man. You see that? All over the place. Okay? Let's see if I can get this. When you get to the top of this book in Jeremiah 2, you got Judah's apostasy. Apostasy. All right? Which is the abandonment of neglect of a established religion. So not only have we thrown away our moral code, all right, we have thrown away our speech, man. The way we talk, our lingo. All right, we don't have that old ancient talk like the Bible. Me and the brothers always share some laughs on, you know, talking that old ancient talk, and we like it, man. We got little sayings, little inside jokes we use amongst each other, and we love it. You know, hit each other with the, you know, side joke, I praise thou, okay, and, you know, different things of that nature, you see? Revolt, destruction, literally a standing off. So our people don't win a standing off, being that to stand away. All right, the sense of abandonment. Okay, one who forsake his religion or faith. So we completely lost ourselves. All right, I'll get that in Sirach next. This is Jeremiah 2. And 21, I'm gonna start at 20. For of old time I have broken the yoke and burst thy bands. And thou says, I would not transgress. You see, many times during the time of Judges, you know, our people as a whole, we always would cry out to the Lord, and the Lord would hear our cry, and all right, and undo his affliction or his punishments he had upon the people. It says, when upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot, right? And our ass is out, completely out. See, you don't be embarrassed, all right, as a man. You don't be embarrassed, all right, more or less with your, you know, there ain't really no way to put this, but it's a good terminology. Which one you'll be more embarrassed with? With your ride being out, or your record, you know, your anal, or your ass, man. As a man to be more embarrassed if his asshole is out, man. All right, and that's the nation of our people. They're walking around asshole naked. All right, I'm telling you, it's a difference. If you get a man to be like, which one would be more embarrassing if the world saw this one or that one? All right, and obviously the man is gonna say your asshole, man. So lock it for the, you know, but you know, that's just the way I had to express it, because our nation asshole is completely being shown, man. All right, that's why we preach the kingdom too. Okay, those are people that need to be sick. They need to be healed, but it's gonna come by way of death. You see, it says, yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. See, we've been a right seed, was planted right. Okay, we keep the ways of our forefather and walking in the laws, we'll be great. All right, we'll be a great nation. Okay, according to the book of Deuteronomy 4. The nation will see us and say, what a wonderful, great people. It says here, how then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? And our people have searched out many inventions. All right, there are inventing ways to be homosexuals, or you know, be different in the world, which making them polluted, extra polluted, blue hell, green hell. Our ancestors threw up when they seen this, man. I believe it was Edris, when he saw how far our nation would have been falling from grace. It says, for thou wash thee with nitrate, and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saying, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But how have they became a degenerate plant? This how you know we have the root of our ancestors that we're representing. We're representing the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We disgrace that. All right? Not the rest of our nation, okay? Men of the Lord have became a double grace unto the Lord. Not only just, you know, praising his holy name, but running into it and respecting it. Okay? That's how you respect your ancestors. Right? By knowing the name of the Lord. Vast majority of our nation don't even know the name of the Lord. It says, get some of these precepts and I'll get up out of here. Degenerate. Turned off. Right? Stood away. Just like that word apostasy. Apostasy. Right? Of standing off. To stand away. Right? To abandon. Turned off. Deteriorated. You see that? Move to turn aside. To put aside. So how has it happened unto Israel? As it says in Baruch, man. Let's see if I can get that right. I'll get it later. So back in 8 and 4, just now with a rule man leads thy ancestors be disgraced. And you best believe the foreign nation have disgraced our ancestors, but The men of the Lord have kept our ancestors as a grace. It says, reproach not a man that turneth from sin, but remember that we are all worthy of punishment, because at the end of the day, all right, our ancestors turn from sin, and if you don't, you're going to get punished, okay, along with ourselves. It says, this is the one I want to get to, dishonor not a man in his old age. Our ancestors of old times, of old, all right, still have honor upon them. They did honorable things, man. For even some of us wax old. So, you know, we may wax old with the generations that come. This is the last generation, but nonetheless, all right, it was to our children's children. So, it was into our children's children. So we are the children, man. And the elect called like a bunch of the Lord let us figure it out, man. All right? You disgrace your ancestors. You disgrace your heritage, man. All right? It's more important than just that. All right? This is a little bit all over the place, but this is a rock for and 21 and 20, it says, observe the opportunity and beware of evil. See, our people haven't recognized, all right, what doing evil does, man. All right, it make it look like the whole generation of that demographic of people is just off and wicked. Not so. All right, but when the mass majority is doing something, guess what? The good gotta suffer for the bad, and we understand that. All right, but not much longer. Okay, the elect don't want to suffer for the sins of the of 2/3 of our people that's wicked, man. All right. Neither did our ancestors at that time, when they spoke to them, or forefathers, they wanted to be separated from those men that was going off, man. It says, and beware of evil. This generation don't care about no evil. And be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. See, this is a degenerate nation of people, man. I'm talking about you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? The ones that haven't put off sin, man. All right? And put on the ways of their forefathers and their ancestors, man. For there is a sin, a shame that bringeth sin. Now, this the shame that's the covering cast over our people, man. And there's a shame which is glory and grace. So the elect is in that shame, is a glory and a grace into our ancestors, man. Right? A horrible generation. Let me get back. A lot of scriptures say horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation, man. Right? They gotta deal with the perils of pain, man, because of it. This second Ezra 8 and 34, for what is man that thou shouldest take displeasure at him? Or what is a corruptible generation that thou should be so bitter towards it, man? All right? Okay? So, the Lord is bitter towards the generation because they haven't changed. They don't want to change. They don't care about the name of the Lord, the men of the Lord of old, man. Right? So the Lord gonna have this displeasure at it. Okay? This is Proverbs, way longer than I expected, but it is what it is. Right. Proverbs 30, gotta get this right. And 11, there is a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. See, this generation don't care about the men, the great men of old, even the ancient ladies, the righteous ladies of old, Judith, you know, the things, Ruth, all right, Susanna, they don't care about that, man. Look at Sukiana, man. Look at Sexy Ray and Glorilla. You see? Just the way by they dress, they unmodest apparel, all right, shows they don't care about the women of old, man. They don't cover their heads, all right. And right, they done clone Tasha. Not they done clone Tyrone, they done clone Tasha, man. Reality TV shows, all right. They have disgraced our ancestors, you know. The women of old are turning over in their sepulchres too. You know, Deborah's, you know, though even, bro, these women, our women, are they so classless to where the other nation women, all right, had more class than them, and that's, we just being more real honest. Not that they were more lively, they have more class than them. Okay? Meaning what? You see an Arabic woman or whatever, they dress in modest apparel. They got their women too, but for the most part, the mass majority. See, the majority of our nation is off, especially the women. No, I don't gotta get into that, but nonetheless, like, you know, they don't have eyes towards their ancestors either, man. The women, they ain't just the men. This is a generation that cursed their fathers and do not bless their mother. This is a generation that appear in their own eyes, yet is not washed from their filthiness. You see that? This is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. This is a generation, 4 in a row, whose teeth are as swords and their jaw teeth as knives to devour the poor of the earth and the needed from among men. Now, our people are joined at the hip with the wicked, right? So, okay, this is universal, right? But it's talking about the wicked, or 2/3 of our people, man. They are joined in, hand in hand with the enemy, man. All right? Okay? Got anything else? I'll get out of here with the songs. All right? Enough of Jake, man. Or you just see some things that's just, and hear some things that's just, man, right? They kill your ear. Like, who says this? Right? You got the picture. I had a video of old I did, a woman twerking on her dead husband in the casket, man. Oh, this is what he would have wanted me to twerk on him. Twerking on, putting that thing all in his face and everything, man. Right? Calling the Holy Spirit. Man, I wish I could play some of these videos, but nonetheless, it's all good, man. The songs. '78 and 6, right? I'm gonna start at 2. It says, I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. You see? We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praises of Yahweh and his strength and his wonderful works that he had done. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children. You see? Which we should be following and carrying out. That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children. All right? This is how you know it's the last generation, because our people is not declaring the law, statutes, commandments unto their children, man. That they might set their hope in our power and not forget the works of our power, but keep his commandments. And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with our power, man. You see that? But what? The total opposite. Disgraceful, totally disgraced our ancestors, man. All right? They did the total opposite of that. It's not passed down to our children, man. All right? All the ways of the world is passed down to our children, man. Let's be real. Right? The world. The world is passed down to our children. There's Psalms 95:9. When your fathers tempt me and prove me and saw my work, 40 years long I was grieved with this generation and said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. To whom I swear in my wrath that they should not enter into my rest. So these are the children or the fathers of those who's going to continue to rebel as a generation. All right? And unrighteous is the end of horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation, which 2/3 of our people is unrighteous, man. All right? They're damn those genes of those men that walked around and didn't get it right. All right? In those 40 years when the Lord gave unto, expressed out his mercy unto us, man. Right? He let our crows grow on us. He fed us with angel foods, though yet our people still will not get right with the Lord. So there's a judgment for that. Okay, debt. All right? They should know it after death by pain, but nonetheless, all right, nonetheless, I can continue to be a grace unto our ancestors and keep the spirit of Yahweh Bashim, I will shine your heart. So I don't want to write this out of his edifying, man. Till next time, I say shalom.